Hello, Tyche family. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you are new, we are glad to have you. I'm about to do readings for the whole month of October. We have a lot of things going on with celestial bodies. It's also spooky season, so we know that Halloween, Samhain, and all the fall fun is starting. I'm also going to be using some actual playing cards today in divination, so it should be interesting. Let's shuffle the cards and see what Tyche and the fates have in store for you. Taurus, welcome to your October reading. Just want to apologize. I am a little sniffly. I'm getting over a cold, but I definitely wanted to get this out to you. I feel like this month has a lot of forward-moving energy, and I just want to see what it has in store for you, my Earth friends. All right, we're going to be using Oracle cards first, then moving on to the Robin Woods Tarot deck, and finally finishing it off with actually some playing cards. Guess the one you use to play Go Fish. But layering these divination methods on top of each other gives me a better idea of what you have going on. All right. Swan spirit, peacock spirit, and parrot spirit. The birds are coming out for you, Taurus. Beautiful. Awesome. So what do we got? Time for a deep dive, swan spirit. Let it shine, peacock spirit. And parrot spirit, watch your words. All right. So this is definitely about introspection and being your true authentic self. It could mean doing a little shadow work, kind of looking at the motivations behind your actions and the words that you use with other people. But let's jump into the tarot and see what other details we have going on here. I do pre-shuffle before all of these readings, but I like to shuffle on camera too, just so you guys can see. All right. Okay, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, and King of Pentacles. I definitely think the Knight of Swords is really talking about being strategic in the way that you are going to be approaching a situation or a subject this month, right? Because you have the Two of Swords here as well, which makes me feel like you are really taking your time to decide, maybe one, if you want to broach whatever subject that you have on your mind with another person, or if you want to really just keep the peace, right? And that's a hard decision. But you do have the King of Pentacles here, so it means that you are in a good place. I feel like you're very grounded. You're doing well in a lot of areas of your life. So it kind of gives you a little bit of confidence to move towards this as kind of like the voice of reason, whatever's going on. Let's get a little more detail about this other person and what this subject could be. Okay, so Judgment and King of Cups reversed. I really find like King and Queen cards, sometimes they come out and they really represent people. I think this is representing the person that you are wanting to kind of confront or talk to about whatever the situation is. King of Cups is a lovely card. He's really emotionally available. He's balanced. He's loving. He's just an evolved man. It could be a man or a woman. Gender doesn't matter in tarot. But reversed here, it makes me feel like it's somebody who might be, I don't want to say unbalanced because that sounds wrong. Somebody who really might struggle emotionally with things, whether this is substances, whether this is not being able to express emotions, whether this is, expressing emotions, but that emotion happens to be anger every time. Something like that, and you'll know how that resonates with you. The Judgment card, I feel like, is really saying that you're kind of stepping into your own. You're really kind of evolving as a person, and maybe this person is not evolving with you, and you want to talk to them about some issues that are at hand, because you are turning into this other person. What you used to deal with, I don't think you're willing to deal with anymore. And if you really care for this person, you want to see them improve and do better and kind of follow you through this journey of self-discovery. It might be that you also don't feel supported in this self journey that you have. Maybe they, it's a big deal to you, but they don't really care about it. They don't want to hear about it. It's just a reflection on them that they're not doing the work that they need to do. And when they see you thriving, it can kind of, put them in a little tizzy, which is really, the reverse King of Cups kind of energy, right? Like they are not ready to evolve or they're resistant to it. So when they see somebody close to them doing that, it puts pressure on them. And so then they resist. Yeah, so Four of Wands reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Four of Wands reversed. I kind of look at this as like a marriage card. Fours are really good with foundations. As you can see, they're under a chuppah, which is like a canopy. You see it in the Jewish culture. I'm Jewish, so You get married under it, and it's just kind of like an archway. It could be if it's not religious, but to me, this is like a marriage card. It's a happy couple. It is in the reverse though. So it makes me feel like maybe this is a marriage, or if it's not a marriage, it's like a long-term friendship or partnership or something that is, equally serious. And yes, I do think that serious friendships and things like that can be as serious as a marriage. I mean, friends are super important. I think that they are undervalued. And when we value each other highly, it enriches our lives. So the 5 of Swords in reversed as well. I see this as the deceit card here, especially in reverse. You can kind of see his face. He looks like he's snickering a little bit. He stole some swords here off the battlefield and he's making away with them. And I find this as like getting your way by any means necessary. So it might be that this person hasn't been completely honest with you. And that's kind of put your connection with them in peril a little bit. You're deciding to move up above and beyond it, and they're still kind of stewing in their juices, a little bit. All right, let's take a couple more cards here, and then we'll move on to the playing cards to support what we have here. Yeah, the Magician in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Okay, so it could be as you are moving forward this month, maybe you do decide to speak with them, but you don't feel like you've made much leeway in the conversation or in your relationship, or you decide not to say anything because you don't feel like it's going to make a difference. The Magician is really about manifesting things and moving things forward and kind of creating your own reality. And when it's in reverse, it makes me feel like you start to feel a little hopeless about this situation when maybe you came into it with a lot of hope. Right. And you have the Peacock spirit, let it shine. I think that despite if they resist this or don't want to change, that you do not dull your shine for them, right? They need to match you at your higher vibration. You don't need to match them at their lower vibration, right? And the deep dive, really, I'm starting to feel like this is more like really look at the aspects of your relationship with this person. And I think that it will give you enlightenment on why you guys are in this situation or what their motivations are for being so resistant. Watch your words. I really feel like this person is very sensitive. So I do think it is important that you come at them in a certain way. Unfortunately, it would be better if we could just come to people with our most authentic selves. But sometimes, when people have things going on in their mental health or in their emotions, sometimes we do need to take care of how we approach them, right? We need to handle them with kid-like gloves. Temperance in reverse as well. This is the balance card, keeping things in their place and really being able to juggle things in your life and feel like there's harmony there. And I feel like because it's in reverse, that there really isn't that balance. Maybe it feels like you're doing all the emotional work here, and it's starting to feel like a burden, and that things in this situation, partnership, friendship, whatever, are unbalanced. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these. Okay, 4 of clubs and the 6 of hearts. So clubs in the playing card deck for divination really talk about material things as far as like business or investments or building a home or kind of like the more physical aspects of things they're going on in your life. You have a lot of 4s here. Temperance is number 4 in the tarot deck. You have the 4 of wands reverse. Now you're getting the 4 of clubs. And I feel like they're all speaking about the same thing. And I really believe when it comes to the playing cards, they're I feel like they're much harsher than in the tarot, the oracle deck. They're just going to tell you like it is. And I think that the advice here is to just make sure that whatever material things you have together, that you have on your own, that you really have taken account for all of them. And I know that is terribly pessimistic, but I have to say it like I see it, right? Just make sure that you've taken care of yourself, because if this person really gets upset and decides that they don't want to be a part of this connection anymore because they feel like you guys have grown apart or too much is being asked of them, that having something to fall back on and making sure that you're okay financially and just having a roof over your head, those sorts of things. If it's a business partnership, making sure that you get your share of things, It's very important. I mean, it's one of those practical things that we have to think about that are a little uncomfortable, right? The Six of Hearts here, hearts, of course, are like emotions. They are comparable to the cups. And to me, the six is, it's not as bad as the fives, which are definitely struggle, but the Six of Hearts really is kind of coming out of it a little bit, but still feeling the after effects, so the aftershocks of you going through this transformation and bettering yourself, and wanting that to be a glorious, lovely, beautiful thing, but not being able to enjoy it because of what's happening here. Okay. So I think the big takeaway here is that you are growing exponentially. It looks beautiful for you, Taurus. This other person, this connection that you're having, hopefully they can grow with you, but sometimes people grow apart. Just make sure that you have prepared for all instances and, you are taking care of yourself because, you're a beautiful being and you deserve security and happiness, even separate from this person, if it has to be that way. All right. Thank you so much, Taurus. I appreciate you coming by. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you in any way. And as always, if you'd like a private reading, the information for that is below in the description box. As always, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.